Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And last Monday, I made this pattern to show how the colors were different numbers on either side. And I set off to complete the pattern after I was already done with the stream. And what I discovered was this long yellow row comes right down and is split. So there was a chance of mirroring the pattern, and I thought, wow, that would be really kind of neat, especially if we use this space over here to make like a great big diamond. So that's what I wanted to try today. So I got a whole new template. Also, I want to change the direction of the shadows so that way it looks like the light is coming from the middle. So then this comes this way. So I'm kind of going on the notion that the other way works fine. This way should work as well. I can't see a reason it wouldn't, but I mean, I am kind of winging it. So this is like real-time problem solving, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, the worst case scenario, find out it can't be done, and then you guys just see in real time like, wow, nope. Okay, so the next color, let's do the darker color. And so like I said, I want to do it underneath, like down here instead. All right, so that would be there. Oh wait, no, it would be across both of these. And then this one would come around and come out down this way. Okay, that made sense. And then there'd be one here for this. And then there's this one. And so this way, it's as if the light is kind of shining upwards, giving the shadow this way. And then when we flip it in the middle, it'll be going the other direction. I don't think it would really work in like a real 3D object unless it was like really, really twisted funny. But playing around with the illusion, I think it's still going to turn out kind of all right. So we'll see. And mind you, I just kind of feel like that was the intent of the bracelet design. Like I'm just guessing that that's what the person kind of thought of when they were first making pattern 27. I could be wrong. They maybe, who knows why, but kind of picking up on the possibility that that's a shadow and kind of playing with it. I think it's kind of cool. I think there's a neat effect that we're going to see out of this. So here's the big diamond part. All right. Our yellow goes this way. And we have another one coming in here. Now we could probably have brought this one down. The question is, do we want to make it like a gigantic diamond, or do we want to make it just a little bit smaller? Let's try this and see how that goes. So there's a dark one there. Right, so that would be this diamond, and we'd have a yellow right in the middle of it. Right. Yeah, this yellow goes this way. So we end up with like a shadow completely around one diamond, and then this big orange thing is around all of that. Nope. So now, if I fill in all of the yellow, I can just do one swoop with the orange, and I don't have to fill everything in. Time-saving tricks, especially since I'm having to do everything on both sides of the top up here. But yeah, it looks like everything works out. It'll be interesting to see when we flip through the bottom half of this. While I'm filling this in, let me just quick thank my YouTube members for making this stuff possible. As you may have known, I've been kind of making patterns and bracelets for years now, and having a little bit of support to pay for the string really does help out quite a bit. We don't have a lot of events where we go to sell the bracelets, and oftentimes when we do, it's rather expensive. I think the last time we went and did that big event, I think it was about $450 spent just to have our little booth, little table set up, which you got to sell a lot of bracelets just to break even for that. So 2 blacks on this side, 1 on this side, 2 yellows on this side, and 1 on this side. 4 oranges and 2 oranges. So yeah, this changes up what colors get swapped around. Okay, let's go get the orange. And now to do this, we do this select by color. Take a hold of the blue. Make sure that the threshold is right around 15 or so. You don't want it to be a big number. It starts grabbing a lot more stuff. Then we go to the paint tool and we hit fill whole selection. So everything that got selected in that becomes the orange. And then Control A for all gets it so that way it stops blinking and you have the whole thing sorted out. Then we can get the select tool. So you made the whole bottom half orange. So we need to take the whole top half like this, and we can copy and paste it and go to our flip tool down to our horizontal line to flip it. Oops. Let's see. What did we do? Something went wrong. We'll see. Control C, Control V. What am I doing wrong? Hang on, let's try this again. Control C, Control V, and flip it. It's not copying the right stuff. Why is that? We got an extra layer. Let's delete that layer. All right, Control A. That was really weird. I don't know what happened. There's our diamond. All right, now we can go to anchoring that layer and merging it down. I have no idea what I did wrong. I wish I did, because then I would explain to you so that way you guys don't get it wrong, but that was really strange. It was like it had a layer that was the bottom half, and so copying it was just copying the bottom half, and I don't know how it happened. All right, so here we go. See how it kind of the light seems to radiate from the center. We got the shadows at the top here and at the bottom over here. I think that's going to turn out really, really cool. It's going to be super radiant. I'm going to use the same colors I used last time, just so I can compare the two bracelets. I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of fun to see. I'm actually really excited for this, guys. I know it's silly. It's just a small bracelet once again, but I think this is going to look cooler than the last one. We'll see. All right, thanks for hanging out. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. It really helps out a lot. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.